because we have taken the radical idea that maybe instead of listening to billionaire campaign contributors, we should listen to ordinary Americans. In America, if you work 40 hours a week, you should not be living in poverty. And women are telling me they are tired of sexism, tired of earning 79 cents on the dollar to pay. Stand by for women in the fight for justice and pay equity. One of the gratifying aspects of this campaign is seeing young people, the future of this country, becoming increasingly involved in the political process. The American people bailed out Wall Street. Now it is Wall Street's time to help the middle class of this country. How does it happen that in this great country we have more people in jail than any other country on earth? 2.2 million people. Largely, disproportionately African American, Latino, and Native American. All of us have got to recognize that in my state of Vermont, neighboring New Hampshire, and all over this country, we have a major crisis in terms of opiate addiction, heroin addiction, and people dying every day from overdoses. The most effective way to deal with drug and alcohol abuse is not making them crimes, but making them health issues. Healthcare is a right of all people. This is a basic human issue, and what it means is that at a time when every other major country, the UK, France, Germany, Holland, Italy, Scandinavia, Canada, all of them managed to provide health care to all people as a right. You know what? We can and we will do that in the United States. And women went to jail, incredibly courageous. 100 years ago, women standing up, going on hunger strikes, went to jail, died, and they ended up getting the right to vote and making major advances against sexism. We were in this arena 10 years ago, no time at all, from a historical perspective. And I want you to think about it. 10 years ago, somebody here jumps up and says, you know, Bernie, I think that by the year 2015, gay people in this country will be able to marry in 50 states in America. If somebody said that 10 years ago, the person next to him would have said, you are nuts, what are you smoking? Now, but what happened is that for decades, against incredible bigotry, vicious bigotry, the gay community and their straight allies said over and over again that in this country, people have the right to love whoever they want to love. Somebody jumps up and says, no, Bernie, this federal minimum wage of $7.25 is a starvation wage. People can't live on it. We are going to have to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Now, if somebody said that 7 years ago, the person next to me would say, "You're crazy. You're talking about more than doubling the federal minimum wage. You're nuts. It can't happen. That's too radical an idea." But you know what happened? Very brave people in the fast food industry, McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, they went out on strike and they protested. And they made the case that every American deserves a living wage. And then you know what happened? In Seattle, $15 an hour. In Los Angeles, in San Francisco, in Oregon, $15 an hour. My point is that what starts off as a radical idea, in a few years people say, well, of course, 7 1/4 is starvation. Of course people need $15 an hour. Where we are right now is at a pivotal moment in American history where I believe millions of people are looking around them and they are saying the status quo is not acceptable. It is too late for establishment politics, establishment economics, the same old, same old. They are saying, look, let's be clear, people who are funded by Wall Street and the drug companies are really not going to be the agents of change that we need. Why is it that we're the only major country on earth without paid family and medical leave, without health care for all? Why are millions of people leaving school and going deeply in debt? Why do we have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth? Why do we have more people in jail than any other country? Why do we have a campaign finance system that allows billionaires to buy elections? Why do we have veterans sleeping out on the street when we give tax breaks to the richest people in this country? Is about. It is about not accepting the status quo. To understand that if we do not allow the Trumps of the world to divide us up, if we stand together as black and white and Latino and Asian American and Native American, gay and straight, men and women, there is nothing we cannot